And welcome to Turtle Talk. Today's guest is Marcus Ritter, the Republican presidential candidate. Hello.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here. Alright, so we've done a little research and we have discovered that you were a Boy Scout when you were younger. How has being a Boy Scout affected your political views today?
There's the thing with Scout law, and it's several words that the Scout has to live by, and one of them is being honest, and that is a very rare trait for today. And there's also being thrifty, and that's like having to do with like making compromises and stuff like that. And another one is being helpful, and I'm here to help America get the right track.
Alright, well, do you think you could recite the Boy Scout law for us?
No, that was over like 45 years ago.
Okay, I guess you have other things to worry about now, right? So one of the main issues you tend to talk about is Social Security. Could you care to elaborate more on it, and why do you want to change it?
Well, as Social Security is going right now, every American would have to have 4 children to keep the system going. So I'm proposing that on a certain date, we say everyone that's 30 years and older will get Social Security. Everyone that still has Social Security, even now, will still have it. And everyone below that will get a thing called the Savings Incentive Plan, which before your money from your bill or in your paycheck, before you're taxed, you can take out money and put it into a savings incentive plan, and that will be tax-free money that will go into that, and you'll be able to access that when you turn 65.
I'd rather have tax-free money than 4 children. Alright, thank you. So I recently saw your commercial on cutting taxes, but it really doesn't expand on how you plan to do it. So could you tell me?
Yeah, first we need to make the Bush tax cuts permanent. We also need to abolish the death tax, because as it is right now, you're taxed 3 times. You're taxed when you make the money, when you invest the money, and when you die. So that just seems too many taxes on one person. We also need to get rid of the high business taxes so that our businesses will be able to compete with businesses around the world.
Alright, well, if you plan on cutting taxes, like, what are you going to do about the United States debt?
Well, basically, if you're not taxing them much, you spend less. So we'll have to put a money limit on Congress that only affects non-military expenditures. So Congress will only spend so much money, and also I believe in a thing called line item veto, which I've done in my when I was governor of Massachusetts, which I did 833 times. And what that is where you veto a certain part of a bill, and the rest of the bill will pass. Because right now, as it is, both parties will add in like little programs that really won't help America. It's just in there to like spend money. So this way, it will save money, and I was able to actually make a $2 million surplus when I was governor.
Surplus. Now that's a rare word for today's government. Alright, so in your CNN interview, your answers seemed short and, well, harsh. Why did you respond in this manner?
Well, actually, my interview with CNN was more like about 5 minutes long, and it appears that they did a little bit of editing.
Well, I suppose that's their prerogative. Well, how important do you believe civil liberties to be?
Well, that's like one major thing these days. Civil liberties, I find they're important, and security is also important. But the way the world's going right now, we have to have a lot of security. And personally, my most important civil liberty is being alive. And if you're not alive, you have no other civil liberties.
That's true. Alright, so one more question. The war on terrorism is a big issue these days, so what is your view on it?
Well, today I completely support Bush's actions that he's done so far. I believe that it's important that we try to get our troops back, but if we leave now, if we do a complete leave, there's 3 religions in Iraq, and all of them want power, and more than likely a civil war will happen. So then we'd have to go back, spend more money, and have more American casualties.
I see. Well, I think we're all out of time today, and I would just like to once again to thank our guest, Marcus Ritter.
Thank you.
I hope you have a good day.